We've enjoyed at least some sunshine so far today. We've been in and out of the clouds. Of course, very early in the day, we had some spotty showers. We may yet see a few of those developing late this afternoon. But here's time lapse from near Grand Meadow. Good to see some of that sun to go with the gusty winds. Of course, wind turbines working out there, and the wind is howling through those turbines today. We are looking at gusts around 35 miles per hour for some filtered sun. Temperatures in the 60s across the board with, again, a decent looking scenario for November standards. Not always the brightest or the warmest month of the year, but certainly one of the windier ones, and that's certainly an element we normally see this time of the year. Spotty showers south and west of us towards Sioux City. That's spilling northeastward. That's ahead of an approaching cold front. We'll see isolated showers and then maybe a rumble of thunder developing ahead of that front by this evening. Temperatures the last 24 hours, we were in the 40s last evening. That's when we were the wettest. We had about 41/100ths of an inch of rain in Rochester at the airport. It really began to taper off by midnight. That's when the temperatures began to climb. Warm air blowing in without the rain around. Temperatures were climbing for sunrise, and now we're in the 60s. Not a record, but not far from it. 71 is the number to watch there. But 63 right now in Rochester at the airport. Dodge Center 64 is 63 in Osage. Red Wing 66 with some filtered sunshine. A little sun outside right now. 24 gusting to 35 miles per hour in Rochester right now. Right now the air pressure is falling at 29.97 as that storm system draws closer to the area, generating those gusts. It will also generate some showers as that front approaches, but warm air surging northward. Look at these numbers across the map. 67 now in Des Moines. 63 in Rochester. Behind the front, sharply colder weather. It's going to be a big change for us. 40 in Sioux Falls. They were in the 60s this morning. It's 30 in Pierce, South Dakota. Of course, tomorrow is a first alert weather day. Severe weather risk starting late morning, afternoon. We'll see from about 10 till 4, might even be earlier in that time frame for many of us as that cold front approaches. But the severe weather risk most elevated in the orange area from Rochester up to Wabasha, down to northeast Iowa and parts of Wisconsin with damaging winds and tornadoes. Those are all possible tomorrow with those storms. They'll likely fire up quickly, and enough of the dynamics to generate rotation in those storms. So damaging winds and tornadoes is a big concern tomorrow. Isolated showers this evening. We'll see more spotty hit-or-miss showers, maybe enough instability for a rumble of thunder in the evening and very early tomorrow. Here's that front coming through. Showers and thunderstorms right in the midday hours tomorrow from 10 to 2, maybe as late as 4 o'clock in our easternmost counties. 60s in the morning. Temperatures drop to the 20s in the evening before even midnight. And then Friday, we'll see flurries, clouds, raw winds, and we'll struggle to get to 30. So windy and mild today, strong storms possible tomorrow, then a sharp drop, a windy cold Thursday evening, and a frigid Friday. The weekend looking like January with those temperatures. Isolated showers today, rain at least this time around, but we're looking at flurries by the end of the week. But rain and maybe a rumble of thunder. Temperatures in the 60s right through today, all through tonight until about lunchtime tomorrow. Then temperatures begin to fall by 1 or 2 in the afternoon. So midday high temperatures with strong storms possible. 65 Rochester, 64 Mason City, 68 in Winona. But watch the wind chill forecast. Tomorrow at midday, 60s. Those wind chills drop to the 20s, then teens and single digits by first light of day on Friday. We have some flurries on Friday, some light snow showers maybe next Tuesday, but big changes ahead. After tomorrow's 60s, we're looking at 20s at best around the freezing mark next Tuesday. Incredibly cold for this time of the year. Some sunshine at times today, windy and mild, 67. Sparse showers late in the day. A shower or 2 tonight, then maybe a rumble of thunder. 60 overnight with gusty south winds, and a windy day tomorrow. 65 the midday high. Temperatures dropping from the 60s to the 30s by evening. 20s before midnight. 7-day forecast, severe weather risk tomorrow in the midday. Well, of course, that's a first alert day. Then flurries on Friday, and boy, does it look cold this weekend. Teens, the wind chill indices over the weekend, basically single digits and teens. Ted's Trivia, how many servicemen served in the U.S. Army during World War I? This is during the Army, so specifically, what
Army
number would that
specific. be? Oh, I'm going to go with A, 1.5 million.
It's actually 4 million.
It's 4 million.
Wow. 4.8 overall, but 4 million in the Army and the expeditionary force that went into France and then fought with the French and the British against the Germans and the Triple Entente, or the Central Power Forces.
And so many sacrifices they made. Thank you, Ted. An Iowa teen who killed a man who sexually abused her is now back in custody after escaping a residential corrections facility. An update on this case is next.